Hello everyone, my name is Anchita and welcome to another IELTS speaking video. In today's video, we'll be doing some question and answer with Simon. Simon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so here's the first question. What's your favorite food?
One of my favorite food is pizza. It is a cuisine that is known from Italy.
Have you always liked the same food?
Sometimes I would get tired of it, so I have other foods such as one of my favorites is hamburgers or sushi.
Mhm. Is there any food you dislike?
I think that I dislike spicy food because I think that it really burns my mouth and that in terms of flavor, I don't get any enjoyment. And the only flavor that I receive is kind of pain. So I kind of don't like spicy as a flavor.
Mhm. What is a common meal in your country? Do you have a healthy diet?
A common meal at my country would typically be something with rice, meat, and some vegetables. And as for my diet, I do have a pretty balanced diet. I usually eat rice with some chicken breast and some broccoli and some homemade soup.
Mhm. What do you think of fast food?
Uh, in my perspective, I think fast food tastes really good, even though they're junk food and they are unhealthy. But the taste is really good. For example, chips or hot dogs, they taste very good.
Mhm. Let's talk about going out. Do you often go out in the evenings?
Um, if I'm free, then I would go outside to maybe take a walk or go jogging or meet some of my friends.
Mm. What do you like to do when you go out?
Typically, when I go out, I usually want to take some fresh air after working or studying, and that I would just kind of chill out, sit at the bench at the park, or maybe get a refreshment drink and then kind of just relax there.
Do you prefer going out on your own or with friends?
Um, I think that I prefer going out with my friends because I can talk to someone and that I don't feel alone and that I can maybe talk with them or hang around with them, play something with them, and stuff like that.
How often do you go out in a week?
I'd say I'd go out 2 to 3 times a week, that usually being Saturday and Sunday. As mentioned before, I typically go out with my friends, so I would kind of just have a gathering with them, eat dinner with them, or just hang around with them.
Where do you most young people like to go out in your country?
Um, I think that, well, this is pretty vague, but I think according to my friends list, we would typically go on restaurants because since sometimes if we're busy, we can get a quick meal and at the same time talk with them. So I think a lot of people around me would generally go to restaurants.
This is IELTS Speaking Part 2. In this section, I'll be giving you a topic. You have 1 minute to prepare for it and 2 minutes to talk about the topic. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here's a pen and paper for you. Take notes if you like. So here's the topic. You have 1 minute.
Okay. So an unexpected event that I've experienced was my birthday surprise party, which was at 14th of October. It was done last year. So what happened there was that at the start of the day when I went to school, usually I would talk with my friends, but the thing is, I realized that nobody talked with me, and I found it a bit strange. Nobody of my friends or teachers would interact with me, and I found that a bit like strange because I they'd usually say hi or hello. And then, so at the end of the day, around like 5 p.m., I was going home. But then one of my best friends named John, he was my childhood friend that I've met since when I was a little kid. He messaged me and saying, "Oh, come to the school hallway." And then I said, "All right, I'll check it out." So when I went to the school hallway, uh, when I opened the doors, I saw my friends, my teachers, my classmates, my best friend John. What they did was that they planned a surprise birthday party for me, and then by that kind of relieved me because I thought that nobody wanted to talk with me or interact with me. But what they did was that they planned a super surprise birthday party just for me, and at that point, I just felt relieved. And then we did so many cool things, like we played games together, we partied around, we ate delicious foods such as some of my favorites like pizza, some hamburgers. There was also a really sweet cake that we all enjoyed and shared together. And not only that, I also received plenty of gifts. I got some games, I've got some stationery for myself. uh, and then overall, I had a really happy time. It was a really big surprise for me, and that was one of my unexpected events that I've
Thank you so
experienced.
much. This is the end of part two. Now we move on with part three. In part three, I'll be asking you some questions related to part two. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So here's the first question. How should people react to unexpected events?
I think it really depends on the situation, whether it's positive or negative. If it's positive, then you can be happy towards it. For example, a birthday surprise or an event, a celebration, then you could be happy with those. But compared to maybe negative events, maybe such as someone get injured or
Mhm.
someone got hurt, then you would have to react differently towards it.
How do people in your locality react to positive events?
Um, at the area that I'm in, if we, for example, have a festival such as Chinese New Year,
Mhm.
that's what I celebrate. We kind of react very happily because we eat delicious food and we also receive gifts like money. We have it in a red piece of envelope, and then we generally are very happy to receive those.
How important is it to be emotionally stable?
I think it is important because let's say if there was a dire situation, if someone got injured or something, I think it's very important to stay emotionally stable because you would want to at least help the person or assess the
Mhm.
situation there to make the overall situation better.
How can people handle negative events?
For that, I think that people generally need to have a calm and collected mind so that instead of maybe being really negative or being sad about it, they can at least try to calm down and think like what things that they can do to actually solve the situation than just crying or not dealing with it.
That's the end of part three. Thank you so much.